joining us on this Monday morning. I'm Jennifer Vong. Chinese retail ambitions in the U.S. A look at that story later on. First, your morning headlines. BMW of North America confirms that it's considering letting mini dealers move operations into their BMW stores. The purpose of such a move would be to help retailers stem losses and overcome Mini's meager product pipeline. As our Urvash Kakaria reports, sluggish sales for Mini have become a crisis. Moving into BMW stores could help Mini dealers defray operating costs and real estate overhead by sharing backroom expenses. Not every Mini dealer is a BMW dealer, however, and a decision has not been made. The change would end Mini's insistence on maintaining a separate high-profile identity. Mini sales peaked at about 66,500 in 2013. Through the first 10 months of this year, they totaled just over 37,000. That is hardly enough to support the investments of retailers. At the factory's request, they have opened 127 freestanding Mini stores since 2008. Subaru tumbled into the red in the latest quarter amid spiraling costs for a series of recalls in Japan and other issues stemming from an ongoing spate of faulty vehicle inspections. The automaker saying today it will recall more vehicles sold in the domestic market on cases of inspection cheating. It also cut its annual profit forecast. The automaker reporting a quarterly operating loss of $22 million in the fiscal second quarter, which ended September 30th. In the same quarter a year earlier, the company had an operating profit of more than $816 million. Subaru reported a net loss of $10.6 million versus net income a year earlier of $23.8 million. Global revenue declined 2.1% to $6.8 billion. Catching you up on some developments in mobility, General Motors revealing plans to launch a line of electrified bicycles beginning in 2019. The move, part of the automaker's mission to provide zero-emission modes of transportation for consumers, particularly city dwellers. GM announced the first two bikes Friday, but without a brand name. Instead, it's running a contest to allow members of the public to name the new bike lineup. Details are at ebikebrandchallenge.com. Bird Rides, which runs an electric scooter sharing service, is suing Beverly Hills, California. Bird wants to invalidate a municipal ban that led to thousands of the company's motorized vehicles being impounded. And Tesla chief Elon Musk taking a potshot at Ford in a recent podcast appearance, calling the car business monumentally difficult. He repeated a point he's made in the past, that Tesla and Ford were the only U.S. automakers to stay out of bankruptcy during the last recession. But he said next time, Ford may not be so lucky.
There's a good chance Ford doesn't make it in the next recession.
So far, no public response from Ford. That story is from Bloomberg. The Chinese are setting their sights on the U.S. as they face a slowing market at home and feel more confident they can compete globally. That, according to Michael Dunn, CEO of ZoZoGo, a Hong Kong-based advisory firm. One area of rising interest from Chinese retailers and investors, acquiring U.S. dealerships. At the end of this month, more than a dozen Chinese dealers will be in Los Angeles for a symposium to learn more about how to enter the U.S. market. That's what Ken Rosenfield, a CPA working with the group, tells our Melissa Burden. Some reasons for Chinese dealers' interests: the need to move money out of China, the allure of strong U.S. store cash flows, and access to the U.S. used vehicle market. No deals are said to be completed yet, and buy-sell experts say China's potential players face several hurdles. Those include ongoing U.S.-Chinese trade friction. Now, despite the obstacles, Aaron Kerrigan, managing director of buy-sell firm Kerrigan Advisors, says it's possible a Chinese investor or dealer will enter the U.S. retail scene within the next 5 years. For more on China's growing footprint in the U.S. auto industry, including a column by Dunn and a list of some 100 companies, check out the special report in today's digital and print editions of Automotive News. And remember, Auto News Now comes your way this afternoon. We'll catch you back here Tuesday morning. Take care.